Hello, this is Nick. I thought I'd do a quick video of the kit that I'm taking this Saturday for the Ultra Trail Snowdonia 100k trail race. It'll be a mixture of a mandatory kit you all need to take, plus everything else that I think is suitable or necessary for a long day in the hills in Snowdonia in September. So I'll start off with the gear that I'll be running in, the clothes I'll be using from the start. It's a 4 a.m. start. So I am using the Garmin 935 Forerunner and the Run heart rate monitor belt. Some people, pros and cons of wearing heart rate monitors during an event. But I'm pretty used to running in it, so I think it will be useful to keep me steady. I will be using these Innovate. What are they? Terra Ultra G270s. They're new this year. Lots of good reviews. I found them great in the last couple of months trying them out in Snowdonia. Got this graphene grip apparently, but also just really comfortable over a long day. I think it's really useful to have some running gaiters when you're doing these longer runs. Just try to minimize the grit and the little stones that go into your shoes, because that's just a bit annoying. So I've got the Innovate gaiters to go with them. They are meant to clip on to these little under these little bits here, but I find those really annoying and don't really work so well. So I've got the accessory bands that will just go underneath the bottom to keep them secure. But what I found on these longer ultra runs is particularly the importance of keeping my feet in good condition and dry for as long as possible, really. So I've been using some of these deck shell waterproof socks, which are also quite long, so the water shouldn't go in through the top as well as just through the material. So they'll be pretty good. There's some boggy sections even on the first leg of the race after Molshabod, and throughout there's going to be bits where you're going to get wet feet. So the more I can keep my feet dry in these, I'll have some talc in these as well, to keep my feet as dry as possible, the better. Also got various options for second socks to change into at the halfway checkpoint where I've got a drop bag. So that's those deck shells. They're the Mudder compression socks. I'll just be wearing some 3/4 leggings, some Salomon 3/4 leggings, which are really light, really comfy. I think I'm going to go for a cycling top because it's a nice fit. This one here, it's got the 3 big pockets at the back, and certainly one thing with ultras is as you get a bit more tired, it becomes a bit of a faff finding pockets and finding food and so on. So a few extra easily accessible pockets at the back. I'm not going to be running so fast at all that the food is going to jump around in there too much. So I think that would be quite useful. Plus it's got the full length zip at the front for ventilation if it gets warm on some of the climbs. Some of the underwear, and I'll take these arm sleeves, Roque arm sleeves at the beginning, just because starting in the middle of the night, but very quick and easy to just pull these off, pop them in a pocket and then carry on as you warm up. Much easier than taking off a long sleeve, putting it back on again and so on. So really quick just to pull these on like that, and then get on with them. So that's the sleeves. I'll probably wear a buff as well at the beginning, really promoting Min's Coffee tomorrow or Saturday, just to good stretchy buff, and again, really easy when you're not wearing it, just to pop it around your wrist, keep it out of the way. From the start, I'll also be using running poles. There'll be a few descents where I might not use them, and a few of the more scrambly sections, but generally I'm probably going to use them throughout. And so for this whole year, I've been using Lecky poles, absolutely amazing, and they come with this grip, so you don't need to really grip hard on the pole. I don't need to show you all, but you clips in and then just holds down on the pole like that, so you can let go and you still be holding it. So using them from the beginning, obviously some contact lenses, and then this is the head torch I'm going to wear from the start. I've got to take two head torches, a backup one, and the main head torch. So I'm actually going to keep my other petzl for the evening, and keep that on best battery for the last bit. And this is the backup one, still really strong. I think it's 500 lumens. Use that at the beginning. In fact, towards the end, I might even use both. Use this one around my head and the other one around my waist, depending on how long I'm running in the dark for. So that's the kit I'll be wearing at the beginning. So let's just go through briefly the bag, what I'll be carrying. So this is my running pack. It's Ultimate Directions, 3 years old, not exactly sure. I think it's something like Mountain 4 or 3 or Ultra 4 or 3. It's about 12 litres, I guess, of capacity. But I found it really comfy and just the right kind of accessibility on longer runs. Probably used this on most of the ultras that I've done, or the longer training runs. And so yeah, it's well proven to be very good. And I've got attached on the back this Salomon quiver that you can put your trekking poles in. As I say, maybe for some of the scrambly sections, and it's really easy. You don't need to take your bag off or anything. You can just fold them up and slide them down in. It holds it quite nicely. So that's kind of attached at the back. So like I say, loads of good pockets. So let's see what we're going to put in there. First up on the mandatory kit list is waterproof jacket and bottoms. So here we've got some Salomon Benatti waterproof bottoms. Hopefully it won't be raining so hard that I will need them. They're always good to have in. Keep you really warm as well if you do need to stop. The jacket, the OMM Can Leica, pretty stretchy, really comfy. Great cuffs, good hood, love it, absolutely amazing. Maybe more likely that I will use that at times. Pull that over the top, so just put that on the outer pocket there, outer stretchy pocket. Nice and easy to get if need be. A warm jacket and insulated top isn't actually mandatory on the kit list, but it's well recommended. So again, I've got an OMM, this new core, sort of like a really lightweight fleece top that they've brought out. That's great. Fits really nicely under the Can Leica jacket. So I take that. It's a bit bulky, but it's so light that it just really makes the bag a good shape. I'll put that in a moment. Now, in terms of clothes wise, there's also some of the safety gear, the extra kit you need to take. So I'll just show you this. I won't take it out of the bag, but in this Ziploc, I've got a spare long sleeve top, a Rab long sleeve top, lightweight one, a spare, a merino buff, and some Rab thermal leggings, all extra layers I could put on if I need to stop. And also, before I put this into the bag, it's got some spare food in here. So there's 400 calories there of yummy chocolate cups with peanut butter or almond butter in them, and like 100 calories in each. and then spare batteries for the two head torches as well. So you've got to take all of those spares. That's all mandatory. Hopefully it won't come out at all until the end of the run. So I'll get that nicely in there, pack everything in nicely. I will have a kit check on Friday in Capel Curig, so I need to take everything out again and show the guys that I've got all the right kit. So they're the sorts of main clothes really. In terms of the sort of accessory clothes, warm hat, nice and bright in case I need to wear that. Obviously got the buff I can wear as a hat as well as a neck warmer. Got a pair of gloves, and these also work with those lecky poles. Got a little the extra clip on the palm there, in case I want to be using the poles and actually have these gloves on. Got some waterproof mitts, some more OMM Cam Leica, just throw on over the top if it gets really chilly or possibly a bit wet. And I'm not sure if it's really clothing, but face mask for some of the indoor checkpoints. Just really trying to keep on top of all the latest COVID best practice. So there's some of the extra clothes. I'll put them to one side. Other little bits of kit. This is the main head torch. So the Petzl Swift RL. So I'll probably wear that more in the evening, sort of last quarter of the run. Got some anti-chafe, some sort of lubricant, the Squirrel's Nut Butter, really useful, just in case I need that as I go along. Probably put some on before I start as well, and at the halfway point. Another mandatory kit item is this emergency bivy bag. Really good to get into if need be. Hopefully won't see that again. A mug for tea or soup and so on at checkpoints. I tend to carry these and then actually don't stop so much for the tea. But the good thing about this, it's got this kind of hard top third. You can get the lid on, so if I want to get some tea at a checkpoint or some coffee and just walk up the hill a bit after that, then that works. It works okay. So that's some other kit there. You need to take a map and compass. I've got the really small, what do they call it, ultra map from Harvey for Snowdonia as a backup. We will get issued a map on registration tomorrow, so I'll take the two just as a spare, and a little silver trail running compass as well. I do have the maps downloaded on View Ranger that I use sometimes on my phone, but obviously always good to have the proper map, physical map as a backup. Final bits of kit here. Got a bit of toilet paper. Got some cash in case I need that. Whole sorts of little first aid kitty spares here. There's a whistle in there in the mandatory kit list. Got some spare contact lenses, and then all the usual small first aid kit items that you might think about for blisters, plasters. Even got a little bandage as well, just in case. So that is those extra items of kit. I think the last thing then is sort of nutrition and hydration. This I've split into the two halves, and I'll restock what I'm carrying at Riv D halfway round. There are also checkpoints, 3 or 4 on each half, so there's plenty of opportunities to fill up with other food that's provided. Little bit unsure about what's going to be at the checkpoints, and so I'm taking a decent amount of stuff myself that I know works for my stomach and things that I like at different stages. So I probably have like 3/4 my food and maybe 1/4 from the checkpoint. And start off with 2 500ml flasks with the full fat Morton, the sort of 320 drinks mix. It's got loads of carbs, it's got like 80 grams of carbs in each one of those. So that will see me over Molshabod in style. After that, I won't be fiddling around mixing any more drink mixes. At the checkpoints, I'll be using all the provided, I think it's the torque energy that's being provided. So I just keep refilling these with some sports drinks, but they'll be about half of the strength of this. This is just at the start. And then a bunch of gels. I've tried to work out what gels I'm going to need or what food I'm going to need based on 60 to 80 grams of carbs per hour and my approximate times between checkpoints and for the different legs. So a mixture of Mountain Fuel and Morton gels, one of the Morton caffeine gels for the first half, a few more of them for the second half, and then a bit more, slightly more real food, some Jelly Babies, one Cheer Charge of the large flapjack, and some nice chocolate from M&S. Oh, and I need to take one extra spare soft flask. We need to be able to carry 1.5 litres. I don't think I will be carrying 1.5 litres at any time because it's just extra weight, and there will be a lot of water, I think, in the streams around Snowdonia, but I can just take that as a spare anyway. It'd be super useful, doesn't weigh any more. And so I think that is everything that I will be taking, other than a few of the extra bits of kit and the spares that I've got for the drop bag that I say I might put on it with D. Hope that's been interesting or useful, and I might do another little video afterwards just to say if there were any items that were particularly fantastic or anything which I didn't use and really regretted taking. Hopefully there won't be. Okay, thank you very much for watching.